Hello everybody, this is Basker. Welcome back to another episode of Banished. We are in Hap, and it has been quite a while since I've played, at least a week, maybe two at this point. And I'm not going to try to recap what I was doing beforehand, because quite honestly I don't remember. We certainly worked on this little island peninsula thing here, and we did some industrial stuff, but beyond that I can't really recall, so I'm going to just trudge along and we'll see where we end up. Got a trader coming in. And let's see what he has for us. I honestly don't know what we need. Tools would probably be really nice. And of course he has no tools. In fact, he doesn't really have anything that we need at all, so I'm just going to let him go. And if we could just get some nomads to come in, we would probably be doing pretty good, because then we would be able to maybe set up another trader or two. That would be kind of nice to have. And what's this? Ah, we set up a church. I vaguely recall that now. The question is do I actually want to use this yet? And I think the answer is probably no, because we don't have enough people really. Got something going in here. We got a home going in. That's right, our population had kind of stalled out. I recall that now. And we were trying to kick it up a little bit. Got to get used to using the controls in Banished again. I've been playing, like I said, too much RimWorld. I've also been playing a lot of Overwatch. If you haven't been playing Overwatch, I highly recommend it. It's a very good game. In fact, it's the only first-person shooter I've ever been able to play in recent years that didn't make me sick. We did get a boarding house in, I do recall that, and we got a cemetery in as well. And let's take a look here, just see what we got going. We have 34 families, but only 23 homes, so we need a lot more homes. I mean, we could stick the way we are and people would die of old age, but we don't want people dying. We're at this point now where we need more people, not less. Oh, I've already got one home going in there. Looks like all of our builders are pretty much taken up there. I'm going to drop that down to 2. And let's see if we can't put in another home. I wouldn't mind putting in a home that was specific for this church, maybe. Would it look good maybe having something special like a log cabin or a stone house? Stone house might look really good. Oh, too bad it won't fit on the side. I'm not going to destroy anything. I could do something like that. Of course, we don't have any stone. That's probably why our other one hasn't built yet. Kind of thinking it would look kind of nice like this. The problem is I kind of wanted to do some sort of a park type situation. So maybe I won't do that. I mean, we have plenty of homes right in this area. Yeah, we're waiting on stone. So let's try to take care of this issue before we do anything else. Is that the closest stone right there? This might be closer. And I had seen somebody on Reddit also post a question the other day about if they set their forest logger. Oh good, we got some nomads. We'll check on that in just a second. I'm going to pause. But they were asking if they set this to, like, say 500 limit, what happens to their foresters, their workers, whenever this limit is hit. And the answer to that is two-part, which I answered it on Reddit, but if they're set to only cut and not plant, then these workers will become laborers and they'll go do something else until we need logs again, and then at which point they'll just automatically come up here and start doing some more logging. If they're set to plant, chances are they're going to have plenty of stuff to plant still, but if they're truly out of planting work as well, they will become laborers as well. So if that's something you didn't know, great little tip there. Alright, let's see. Come on, nomads. We got 8. 8's probably a pretty good number. You know, we don't want too many nomads. We wouldn't be able to support them food-wise. Yeah, we're definitely going to take these 8 nomads, and they will probably live right here for a while. That is excellent news. And, our happiness is going down, so getting this church up and going at some point is going to be a really good idea, but I'm going to hold off. We're almost out of tools yet again, so that's a real bummer. We're out of iron. We're still making it though, and we're out of fire bundles. A little odd. We might need to put in another bundling shed because I don't think it's a reed problem. But I guess, yeah, we've got plenty of reeds, so it's definitely not a reed problem. So we just need more bundling sheds. I think I'm going to put them maybe on this side. We're doing some here, but I don't want to just fill this up with a ton of them, so I'm going to put them over here, I think. Bad news is doing this, we're going to have to come up here, but chances are we've probably got reeds in here. We do. We'll put that one there. And we really need tools. There he is. He's been making survival goods, so we need to switch him back over to making tools. And he's making tools, but he doesn't have any iron. He's kind of low on logs too. Let's see. Iron ore. We definitely have the iron ore, so I think it's just a matter of getting the furnace fueled in order to keep him happy. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this up. We'll max him out for a moment. Probably won't leave him that way. While I'm thinking of it, there is a new intro on my videos, and I'd like some feedback on it. Kind of got tired of the other one I had. It was kind of a temporary intro video, but it was a little longer than I would like. The new one's about 4 seconds long, if I remember correctly, and it's a lot simpler, and it doesn't look maybe quite as Walking Dead-ish, I guess you would say. So let me know what you think about it. I'd be really curious to see what people are thinking of it. 22 lumber. You know, I think I'm going to pause lumber for now. A school would be really nice too. The biggest problem with putting in a school is getting our students. They're going to be in there for a long time. And while a school might look nice over here, it'd be a lot more functional if it was here in the middle of town somewhere. I don't know. I'll think about that one. Let's see what he's got. Strawberries. We'll probably take the strawberries because, as you can see, our food has gone down quite a bit since we started in with our nomads there. We'll do that. We do have 100 file bundles in here if we need them. I'm gonna take those strawberries though. And let's see. I want to do this. Maybe I want to put some like over here. Yeah, I think I do. I think I'm gonna do like one space in between. Let's see, that'll be 60 lumber and 60 stone, which we don't have on stone, so I'm going to stop right there. They got their stone finally, that's good. But anyways, I'll do that, and then we'll put roads probably in there. At least here at the end, we'll put a road in between each house, and then a lane going across. And I really do want to do something right here. I want to try to leave this area right here open for some sort of garden type situation. Even though this isn't going to be our town center, it will be for a while. So, and we got people dying. So they are using our cemetery though. That's good. Oh, and somebody asked if I was using any mods the other day on Reddit, and the answer was yes. Colonial Charter, which I put in the description form. And I'm also using the no smoke mod so that you don't get any smoke coming out of the buildings. And as you can see, like on the cemetery, there's a kind of a purple or pink radius that goes around here. And on this one, there's a red one. So this one's negative, this one's positive, so this one will positively impact happiness. And this one's negatively impacting happiness. So all the mod does is puts a circle around it. The radius has always been there, it's just never had a visual, and the mod will take care of that for you. Beyond that, I don't think I'm using any other mods other than I do have the debug menu installed, but not that it's being used for anything, it's just there. Oh, we got too many people are dying off of old age, so our nomads are not really helping as much as I would have liked. Okay, good. We got our bundler up and going here, and unfortunately, I think I'm going to end up with using up a lot of our laborers just for that. We got somebody walking around without a house. Oh, he found one. That's good. And I think I'll probably buy all this too. I'm not sure what Hangikacha? I'm butchering the name of that. I'm assuming it's some sort of meat. I don't know that 100%. Question is, should I buy all of this or not? I mean, some of it's kind of expensive. I mean, that's going to end up costing us, what, 50? So it's 150. 650? Yeah, I guess we will, because we've got the beeswax and we're not using it for anything else at the moment. Although we need to be. So I'm going to go ahead and buy all this food. I'll let him go. I think our little town's coming along pretty nicely. I'm taking it a little slower than I would on other towns. Most of the time when I play, I ramp things up pretty quickly in Banished. And I had a couple people request that I didn't do that and go a little slower. So that's what I'm doing. And today I saw a new game that's coming out from Calypso that looks really good called, it's called Urban Empire. Sounds a little like Banished in the sense that you are going to be a group or a family that's kind of like exiled or something, and you have to develop your town, but you do it kind of as a mayor, I think, so not a whole lot of building, I don't think. There might be. I'm not 100% clear on that, but there's some YouTube videos out there on Calypso Media if you want to check them out. I have contacted Calypso and asked if there was any way I could get into the alpha if they do one with YouTubers and let people stream. I don't know if I have enough followers for that kind of thing to happen, but figured it didn't hurt to ask. And he's out of fire bundles yet again. Oh, that'd be part of the problem. Basically, I had 2 people not doing anything at all because of that. We got some 3 laborers, so that's good. I think we actually are doing 1 better than the people that died, so that's good. I think we'd had 2 people die. Yeah, maybe not. We may have had 3 die because I think that was 3 a little bit ago. Maybe not doing quite as well as I was thinking. How are we doing on pottery? Oh yeah, we're producing pottery really well. And we got 348 of it in here, and I'm telling them to bring over how much? 500? I'm gonna switch this up to 1,000. And I may drop this down to just 1 pottery guy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And here's my logic behind that. 2 people are going to use up clay and furnace fuel faster than we can replenish it at the moment, because for whatever reason we're having problems getting the furnace fuel over into here, and we need tools. So I'm going to drop it down to 1 for now, and we're not getting anything coming in from the trader that requires the clay at the moment anyways, so that's pretty much gonna just be the way it needs to be. And I mean, you know, it's 25 per clay pot, so we've got a ton of capital, I guess you would say, in the trading post already. So we'll let that go. This is another potter that I'm going to build at some point in time. He may actually get moved. I don't know. It's a possibility. Let's see. And apparently we had some deer swarming across here and coming up onto here. It's interesting. How are our hunters doing? I know we have a hunter. Got a gatherer. Here's our hunting cabin. Doing pretty nicely, actually. It's good. And a gatherer. Not terrible. I mean, considering these are really our only source of food, so I'm not getting rid of them by any means, but that's something I could do, is change this into a tiny house, and it would allow them to have more residents. That would be good. We do have a boarding house, so they would be able to go into it. And do that. One more house down here. It's cool. That's a little bit disappointing. I wouldn't have really expected to see fishermen in here. Okay, so those fishermen are going there. Apparently there's no fishermen there. This one's got fishermen going both ways, so these guys are just laborers. In an ideal situation, these would be fishermen. I'm not sure why it's doing that. This one's obviously closer than this one, but I guess I'll let it be for the moment, and we'll see where it goes. There's not much I can do about it anyways. Get these other houses up and going. This one's almost ready. This one's a ways off yet. We'll get this one up and going too. We don't have anybody homeless anymore, so presumably, yes, they are over here. That's cool. That is going to cut down on our supply over here just a little bit, so I'm going to hold off a little bit before I do anything more with it. We do have this one here too. I probably should have started with it, because it looks like it's a beekeeper and he's working here, so that's not an ideal situation either. Thinking like I could build just like a standard wooden house somewhere over here. You know, one would actually fit right there, but I don't think that would look very good. Let's see. Kind of to the point where I really want to start trying to get a jump on the aesthetics of it. I really want to build farms right here, but until I get either some animals or some crops, it's just really difficult to do. Bamboo is something I'd really like to get. It's going to grow amazingly well. And tomatoes should be growing exceptionally well too. Let's see, he's making furnace fuel still. He's doing really well now. That's good. He's doing okay. How are we on iron ore? Ooh, we're totally out of iron ore at this point, so we have kind of a dual problem now. We need iron and we need stone. I probably should technically be taking the iron from here. Do that. And not because this is closer, so from that perspective this is better, but I need to clear this out at some point anyways to make room for farms and such. Okay, what's he got? Tomato seeds! Oh, it's gonna cost us an arm and a leg. These are this is probably the dude that I ordered from. It is bamboo and tomato. Why he only brought tomato, I'm not sure. That's probably just the way things work in here. Okay, so I need 31.25. So we're overpaying by 125. So that would be 125. Yes. So we now have tomato seeds. So let's do this. We need to, whoops, oh, it's auto-saving. We're going to turn off tomato seeds, and hopefully he'll bring us bamboo the next time. The tomato to make tomato soup and then trade away the tomato soup to buy in more food. So that's the plan anyways. Whether or not this will work out that way, I don't know. Ideally, once the town's up and going really well, I would like to say that there's not going to be any food that we're producing ourselves to eat. We're going to be trading it all away to purchase food. I'm sure it won't happen that way. I mean, I can't tell the game don't eat our food, but we should be able to do something with it. I was just reading up really quick, and I want to make sure I get this pretty close to being right. A single educated worker should be able to work 125 squares. So a 4 by 20 field is way more than 125 squares. So what I want to do is an 11 by 11, I think. Based on what I'm reading, that should be a pretty good crop size. Question is this out where I think I'll come over a little further. So we're going to do 11 by 11. I haven't tested this. This is just me doing a quick little read after thinking about it a second, and I think this is going to be a better route to go. So we're going to do this. Of course, we don't have educated workers, so this isn't going to be 100% by any means. But this should be, I think that's 121 squares. My math is correct there. Which I don't put a lot of faith in it. I'm okay at math. Not great. And let's see, we'll move that one. And let's see. And I think I will put my barn at this point here. Question is do I want to do that or that? I think this makes the most sense, and it will get dead center. You know, actually, the way I should have done this, the more I think about it. Yeah, we'll do it down here. We're gonna make like a little quad area. Yeah, I just keep changing things up on us. So let's do this. I'm going to do that one over. The one I was already on, but it's okay. So we're gonna go roads here, here, and up and around. And then we'll put more fields on the back side of this with houses facing the other way, and we'll have one central barn in the middle. We'll see how that goes. Tomatoes, tomatoes. Okay, play. We'll do that. Looks like we already have wood delivered to our places, so it's not good. Oh, we had a fisherman die of old age. So we are down to 1 labor, so I'm going to kick down my number of builders again. One there. One. Alright guys, I'm back. I took and put in a really big cut there. I actually didn't record at all for a good, probably 5 minutes now, I would guess. What I did is I've told them to collect a bunch of iron and stone. I didn't figure that'd be very interesting to watch. I let it run at 10 times speed. And just try to get caught up here. Like I said, I didn't figure that would be very interesting to watch, but we did get a trader just come in, so I want to check him out. And we also started running out of tools again, so I'm working on that problem. What do we got? We got food. I'm going to say we should probably go ahead and take the food. We will use beeswax for our food, just as we've had been. Trade. Let him go. Our health is going down. Not exactly sure why. It's probably a problem with, because our herbs are going down too, so it's a lack of a food group most likely. Which we're certainly missing at least one food group. Grains. I don't think we're collecting grains from anywhere. We are growing tomatoes finally. I did switch this workshop over to doing fire bundles, just to help us stay caught up a little bit. He was doing rough tools still, and that was, I think, eating away at our iron ore supply, so I've changed that up. And I did increase our forge workers to add one more, so we had some laborers come into play. So as you can see, our tool situation is becoming quite critical yet again. So the only way I really know of to take care of that would be to continue to make rough tools, and I really just do not want to do that. They just don't last as long, and I know there's been at least one person, and sorry I cannot remember the name of the person, but to their point, you should be able to actually do rough tools. It should work just fine. The problem is I'm not dedicating people, enough people to produce enough of those tools and the raw ore and the wood. I don't want to focus on that, so that's the problem in my case. In your case, you may not have that problem. This is just simply the way I'm handling it. And I may end up having to do that too. It's certainly a possibility. We're totally out of ore again, or iron, and we're totally out of stone again. Oh, we actually do have 3 iron, so I wouldn't say we're keeping up on it, but we are. I've already told them to collect a bunch of stone up here. I'm going to go ahead and expand that just a little bit. And until we'll go ahead and grab another bunch of ore down here. Take a quick look. We've got 20 ore. We've got a lot of furnace fuel at this point. In all honesty, I could probably drop down the number of people we have working there, because we've got quite a bit. I don't think we need that much furnace fuel to keep things going. And with any luck, our tomato yields will be much better than what we saw with the beets. I can't imagine them not being pretty good. Oh man, this tools shortage is going to be the death of us probably. See, that got a barn going in, so by the time the fields are ready to harvest, we'll have a barn to put it in. We did get our tiny house up and going. I haven't actually seen one of those before, so let's take a good look. Yeah, it doesn't look a lot different than the little shacks. Herbalist down here, looks pretty cool. And let's see. Yeah, we are just running out of tools faster than we can produce them. Probably something that would make a lot of sense would be to put in another blacksmith. If we had the stockpile of iron, I could just switch him over to do it, but or at least I thought I could. I could be wrong. It doesn't look like I actually could. But I'm having a hard time justifying building another blacksmith until some of the other work's done. We're starting to harvest tomatoes, it looks like. So we've got 120 tomatoes already. So already we're way out producing the beets that we did. Beets were like 30, I think. So, of course, I'm expecting a smaller crop yield at this point in time. I don't know if they'll continue to grow through the winter or not, if the temperature's okay. Herbalist died. That's great. They were replaced. Still waiting on this. This one's almost done. This one needs 2 more stone. Still got plenty to collect. He's got plenty of iron ore. You know, this ore, I'm more thinking about it, it's not even showing up in my inventory. So the fact that it says I have 0, I bet. 34, but there's 70 in here, or in here. So this number's not being calculated in. So that's worth noting. In fact, I kind of wonder if we've got enough furnace fuel at this point that I could drop this down another player. Looks like we're about out of reeds. And some of that's probably due to the fact that we don't have any tools. And without having the tools to produce well, we're going to lose out on some of the production. Let's see, what do we do? 600, 320, so that's probably a pretty good yield from that. We'll definitely go another season before we build any more to see if they, how they do. But I think 11 by 11, 10 by 10, 11 by 11, something of that nature is going to be the route to go. We'll probably just stick with 11 by 11 unless we see a major decline. And man, these tools is a really big problem. Part of the biggest problem is we have a blacksmith who has no tools of his own, so he's making stuff slower as well. One thing I could do to kind of curb this problem is go ahead and put in the school. It would keep laborers from being generated so quickly, which would mean less people need tools. How am I doing on lumber? Do I have enough lumber to build a big school? So I really don't want to produce more lumber at the moment. 170. Yeah, so we could. Let's see. How many stone? 20 stone? Just 26 stone. What the biggest difference is, I know this one holds more students, so we'll probably go with it. Question is where to put it. Oh, what's going on right there? Just needs flattened, I guess. Let's go and take care of that. Whoops. Is that your flattened too, or is that? I think that's okay. Let's get a quick look here at our tomatoes. Zooming in here, as close as I can go. We should be able to, I don't know if it'd be a double yield or not, but we should be able to increase that yield for sure just by having educated workers. Let's see. Not catching up on tools at all. We do have plenty of iron now, so it's just a matter of making the tools. Thinking like maybe build the school like right in this general area. Let's see. So 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Just do something like. Do like right there. Our home's up and going here. That's good. Jeez. It's out of stone again. No, I can produce more iron. I could put another person in. Let's do that. Hopefully that'll help us pump out more iron to get our tools up and going. Maybe he's got tools. That would be wonderful. I'd settle for iron. Coats. He can keep his coats. We have gone down a little bit on him, but he totally drained out our tools in order to do it. Let's see. This is getting built, that's good. And let's see, it's early spring. And I can't tell, it doesn't look like they've started planting anything, so I think that from a season perspective it's still going to apply. If anybody knows 100%, let me know, because I'm just not sure. I think in an ideal situation, as long as the temperatures were good, they'd go ahead and grow, but maybe not. spring and they're growing some more. That is good. This really ought to help quite a bit on our food situation. Not that we was having a dire problem with food, but we're certainly having a little bit. But you know what, guys? I think this is going to wrap up this episode. I know I had a lot of interruptions, and I do apologize for that. So there are going to be several cuts in here, but that's okay. That's what editing software is for, right? So let's go ahead and set a teacher up in there, and we'll get our students. I don't know how many children we actually have at the moment. Looks like 13, so they may not be of age yet, but they'll populate in there. But I think that's going to do it. We'll leave it here on this tool crisis, and we'll come back for the next one, and we'll hopefully at least curve this issue a little bit. So if you like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to share the video if you'd like, and I'll see you next time.